Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome to Small Fire. Welcome back. I think this is going to be the last video from this glorious woodland that I spent the last few days in, and we're going to finish it with a real special one. This is from Ego Brewing from here in Derbyshire, pretty close to where I live at home, not that close to here of course. It's called Small Fire, a Campfire Marshmallow Stout. I mean, I've had this on my kind of beer shelf for quite a while now, and I mean, it's had to be done, didn't it? I've got some s'mores ready to be racked up and do a comparison with. They're not real s'mores, of course, in the UK because we can't get graham crackers easily, and we can't get the little square bits of Hershey's chocolate that you use. So it's basically marshmallows and chocolate biscuits to make up for it. But you know, you get the idea. It's the same kind of taste profile. So yeah, really excited to get into this one. It's from Ego Brewing Co. I don't really have anywhere to display the can for you today, unfortunately. I'll probably put it back there once we get it cracked open. I don't put it down there now because it's going to be way too warm. In fact, that glass is okay. It was actually just drying off, so now it's nice and dry. It's not too warm. But yeah, Ego Brewing Co. from here in Derbyshire. We'll have a look at the can in a minute, but let's get it open. Before I do, here is a quick look at the can. Oh, a little lively. Another lively pour. I think this glass is partially to blame. It's definitely every time I pour this glass it doesn't go quite the way I want it to. Let's get this all in. I can immediately smell it even outside. It's got some nice sweet, slightly cinder toffee kind of notes coming on. Alright, let's give that can a good shake about. There's still a bit in there, so I'm not going to put it back there just yet, but let's find out what the aromas are like. It's got that de facto milk stout thing going on. It's really cutting through. It's got a toastiness to it. It's not, say, a clean stout. It's got some like super. It's kind of like that burnt coffee note you get in a lot of stouts, but the coffee part's not really coming through. It's just that serious roastiness. And other than that, it just smells a bit sweet. You could argue for a touch of vanilla, but it's not strong on the nose, that's for sure. Right, I'm truly excited to get into this. That fire is burning my leg quite a lot, actually. It's trying to get the fire in shot while doing this was a bit tricky, and it's resulted in me getting singed and ultimately very pasty legs. But cheers. Oh, that is incredible. That is properly good. Oh, so much going on in there. You have to excuse the shouting of other campers. People got a bit excited for a bank holiday weekend this weekend, it would appear. Let's get all of this can in, make sure we've got all the flavour in there. You have to excuse my awkward leg cross. I simply don't want my leg that close to the fire. This has got to be a milk stout. It's lactose heavy, you can tell. It's sweet. The vanilla comes through more on the flavour. It's kind of like a milk bottle sweet kind of a vibe. I think I've said that a bit about another beer this weekend actually, but this one more so. This is properly that kind of sweet, milk bottle sweet kind of thing. And then there's some roastiness in the back end, like for the aroma, like those heavy roast coffee stouts, but you don't get the coffee element. It's just roast, just fire roast. I mean, I know why they called it what they did, because that is, yeah, that is absolutely cracking. Oh, it's so good. I really wish I bought more. I hope this is still available. If I say, I've had this on my shelf for a bit. I bought it probably 6-8 weeks ago now, so I'm not sure if they're still making this, if there's any left, but I really hope there is, because this is absolutely spot on. Right, let's do a quick top to bottom taste profile, and then we'll got the marshmallows on and see how it compares to the, I was going to say the real thing, but the closest I can come up with. Right. Initially, it's bitter and sweet fighting each other on the front of the tongue. you get a little bit of like carbonation dancing around. You think it's going to go bitter, but then it kind of gets reined back again. It kind of nullifies itself. It's just there's nothing strong at the start basically. Then you get that nice milky lactose mouthfeel. I'm gonna look like a right idiot if this is not a lactose beer, but I mean it's got to be. Just the way there's no way about it. And then you get the flavour explosion. You get that vanilla milk bottle bit, but with a bit of a smoky back end, that roastiness. And then the vanilla goes, and you're just left with that roastiness with a bit of the sweet stuff transcending through, but no massive particular flavours either. And then on the finish, it's really clean actually for a stout, for a flavoured stout. There's not a huge deal of flavour left, you know, on the palate afterwards. So pop this down for a second and get those marshmallows on. I think it's fair to say that that's toasted. Right, these biscuits are melting as well. That's properly toasted, went a bit overboard there, but it's got a smoky aroma on the beer, so we should definitely get some of that in the taste test for this. Right then. So this is just marshmallows and chocolate digestive biscuits, but I think it's a fair enough representation of what they're trying to do. And that's that bit of lovely can go straight in the fire, or not, as it bounces out. Right then, take a look at that. Looking forward to this. That is properly delicious, but as a direct comparison with the beer, so I was initially thinking that the beer is nowhere near as sweet, but actually it isn't as sweet, but it's not as jarring as you might imagine. The sweetness carries across quite well. It's not overly sweet this, but it doesn't, I mean that's very, very, very sweet, and it doesn't clash particularly, which is a good sign. The beer's a lot roastier. You get much more of that bonfire-y vibe from it. But the vanilla's there, and you get the malt base, which covers the biscuit part. You get the nice chocolatiness. To be honest, it's not, the chocolatiness is more like bitter cacao in the beer. Obviously, this is just milk chocolate on these digestive biscuits, so a bit of a difference there. But I have to say, the vanilla flavouring in the beer is better than the vanilla flavour you get out of marshmallows, because it's a bit plasticky and a bit kind of, well, generic. So yeah, that is absolutely cracking. Right, I'm going to finish this. I'm fairly certain I've got chocolate all over my mouth now, but that was absolutely delicious, both the food and this beer. Now it's been open for a bit, I think everything's remained pretty much true, which is quite common for stouts and, you know, this beer style. But they've all amped up a little bit. The bitterness is a bit more, the smokiness is a bit more, and the sweetness all seems to be a bit more. It could be as a result of me having just eaten that very sweet thing, but initially I wasn't getting that, and now I definitely am. That is a truly, truly brilliant beer. Go get one if you can. I say, if they're still making it, definitely worth a shout. Just before we wrap this up, let's take a quick look at the can, see if we can glean any more information about it. That is a warm can now, having been sat on there. Small fire, Campfire Marshmallow Stout by Ego Brewing Co. It says, Ego Brewing Co Limited. We're a small brewery based in Derbyshire, passionately producing full flavoured beers in cask, keg, can and bottle. It gives their address in Heanor, Derbyshire, at Ego Brewing Co on Facebook and Twitter. It says, thirsty for more? Visit our online store at alteregobrewing.co, not .com. Small fire, a sweet milk stout. Good, I'm glad I got that bit right. With the addition of smoked malt to bring the fire and provide balance and complexity to the sweet marshmallow. Okay. So they don't think it's chocolatey, which is also glad. I kind of edged my bets there a little bit, and it turns out I probably shouldn't have done, because it's not that chocolatey at all. But with the bitterness, you could definitely claim a bit of kind of raw cacao nib. It says unfined, unpasteurised, and unfiltered. Doesn't need to be. It's absolutely delicious. Ingredients are water, barley, hops, yeast, lactose. Natural marshmallow flavour. What is natural marshmallow flavour? It's just kind of rank vanilla in it, but to be honest, this tastes better than that anyway. And that is all that's on the can. Absolutely brilliant artwork again. I was going to show you that. But yeah, that is all I've got to say about it. Alter Ego, cracking beer. Please do this again if you've not already, because that's properly good. Small fire. Happy camping. That's it for this video, and that's it for the little series out here in the woods. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like it if you haven't already. Subscribe if you will be so kind, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers. Happy camping.